Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Grown and Social. We bringing it in nice this Friday. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Am I the only one inspired today? I'm the only one
No,
inspired
it's
today.
wonderful.
Yeah,
It's some culture, some
it's some
culture,
culture. All
hmm
right, all right. Well,
some roots and culture.
roots and culture. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we
hmm
all about. Roots and culture. It's your man Beatbox, and I'm here with Jenny J,
Hey guys, how are you?
and I'm here with Clint.
What's up, America? What's the deal?
And it is Friday night. Yes, and it is 10 o'clock. That's why we are streaming live here on YouTube. Broadcasting like we like to do every Friday night at 10 p.m. And if you can't catch us live, well, guess what? You can catch us on your podcast. And you can catch us on, if you're podcasting on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. Somebody emailed me and they said, "Oh, I can't see you on Apple." But guess what? I contacted Apple. I got that fixed. So now, if you want Apple, you want Bullhorn, guess what? Just do a search. You'll find Grown and Social. You can tune into your boy. You can tune into Jenny J, Clint W, the rest of the team. That's what we're here for, to talk about relationships and whatever else is going on in the news. I like to remind everyone also to take 1 second out your day, hit the like button. It really helps us out. Hit the subscribe button. It really helps us out. Doesn't cost you a thing, but it means the world to us. Click on the notification bell if you want to get a notification every time we go live. Tonight's topic is: will your man leave you if he becomes successful? So that's a topic that we're going to be talking about tonight. But before we get into that topic, there's some things that are going on kind of like in the news that I want to talk about this week right here. We hadn't done that in a minute. So, I want to just take a quick second here and bring up my screen and talk to you guys about what's going on in the news today. I think I might want to start off with some. Probably I'm gonna start off with some cryptocurrency because the market is on fire. So let me find that real quick. I'm pulling it up just because crypto was, they're starting the bear market. I'm thinking is going to be over, and I'm thinking now we're in phase one of the bull market. As you can see, for the day, Bitcoin is down 3.6%. For the week, it's up 0.1%. Ethereum for the week is up 3.3%. But the big thing in the news right now is XRP, which is up 51.7% for the week. And yesterday they were up as much as almost 80%. And if you don't know what's going on with XRP is XRP was part of a SEC lawsuit to where they were claiming that they were selling unregistered securities, and there was a court ruling yesterday, and the judge ruled that it didn't pass the Howey test, and that's like a test that they use to determine whether or not something is a cryptocurrency or not. So, what would seem like a small victory for altcoin, and an altcoin is anything other than Bitcoin. If you don't know, they got some other words for it. It starts with, explicitive itcoin. There's Bitcoin and then explicitive itcoin. So with this explicitive itcoin, which is XRP, they won this lawsuit, and the judge basically said that any exchange that sells XRP, there's no reasonable expectation for anyone buying that crypto on exchange to expect a return. There's no way for them to expect that money is going to make it to the founders of the project. So they said it therefore isn't a security. So the reason why this is big is because now there's case law saying that XRP isn't a security. It means any altcoin out there in the market that's any one of these explicitive itcoins, okay? That means that they're not gonna be considered security. So maybe a month ago, the SEC they sued Coinbase for selling unregistered securities, and Coinbase ended up shutting down like a lot of different securities. Binance, they also sued Binance. Binance US, that is, took down a lot of securities, and I think as soon as the judge said XRP is in security, Coinbase immediately relisted them. And I'm suspecting that most of these exchanges are now going to go out here and start relisting some of these altcoins, being that there's case law now to say that these things aren't security. So what that's going to do is it's going to alleviate a lot of the speculation, a lot of the doubts and fears that people had that they were investing in something that was going to be illegal. A lot of hedge funds now can go and start feeling confident. And that's what I think. That's what I think is gonna really, really kick this bull market off. All right. So, Jenny J, you had something you want to?
Yeah, and I was saying for the lay people, what is a security?
For the lay people, security, it's an instrument. It's an investment instrument. It's basically something that you invest in a company or a business, and you're expecting some type of return in the future. So, in other words, if you put up $5. You're expecting that you're going to get more than $5 in the future.
Okay, and why is it important that it's not a security? Well,
it's important that it's not a security because now they're saying that all the people that were worried that they would be invested, they put their $5 out in the security, and then the exchange would have to delist it. And them risk not getting their money back, or them risking seeing the crypto going to zero just because people weren't going to invest in it. Now that kind of removes that fear and doubt. It's something in the cryptocurrency world that they call FUD, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So now that FUD, which the SEC has been spreading infinitely, is now been removed from the play table.
And so does that mean that the government doesn't is not not controlling the cryptocurrency world?
No one really controls cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin. Like,
Okay.
my thought was, even if the SEC ruled against the altcoins, I mean, luckily Bitcoin is a worldwide asset, and the United States just doesn't have jurisdiction over the entire world. In some aspects, I'm happy for that. It's the people's token,
Okay.
So, I'm happy for the ruling. Anyone that's an investor, anyone that's looking to get in, hopefully Binance US will start opening up their deposits back, because when the SEC decided that they were gonna, sue all these tokens, and they claimed all these tokens were securities, Binance pretty much, they lost all their on-ramps for fiat. So if you were trying to take money from your bank account and put it into Binance US, like Clint, I know you were at one point.
Yes.
Now you can't do it. You can't do it now because they got scared, because they thought all those coins or those tokens were securities. So,
Right.
The key thing here is, now that we got case law saying that those aren't securities, you're more than likely going to see Binance US relisting those. You're more than likely going to see banks saying, okay, maybe this thing is a doable thing. So that's going to create a lot of US dollars injected right back into the market. But your boy B-Box did not fear, okay? My knees never buckled, all right? I stood in it. I brought the bottom. I'm still in it. I'm going to be in it. I'm going to be in it and in it and in it until you think it's the top, and I'm still going to be in it. I'm going to get out right when your mama walks up to you and says, I got some Bitcoin, then I'm getting out. So that's how that goes. So I buy the fear and I sell the euphoria. All right?
Yeah, I'm waiting to get in it.
Yeah. Now's
Waiting
the
to get in
time.
it.
Now's the time, my brother. So another thing that's out here, so there's the crypto bubbles. That's what's going on with Bitcoin. And the final thing is the Bitcoin halving is coming in April 2024. A lot of people think that there's going to be a front runner to the market. So, not financial advice, but if I was a financial advisor, I'd be telling you right now, get your butt out there and get some Bitcoin. All right?
Spend your $5. Spend your $5.
Spend your $5, all right? And when you lose it, don't tell them that Beatbox told you to buy anything. You know what I mean? I'm going to delete this. Something else that I thought was interesting this week is, Lisa Marie Presley. Can y'all believe that? She's gone. She is gone. Do you know that, Clint?
No.
Who that?
Did you know that, Jim?
Elvis Presley's daughter?
Elvis Presley's daughter, like, Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah, she passed. Yeah, she passed a while back.
No, I thought that was that the mother?
Hold on, we're not talking about Elvis, Clint.
No, we're talking about Lisa. You talking about Lisa?
Yeah.
But wasn't she in the hospital or something?
I thought she died last year. That's what I
Nah,
thought.
she didn't die last year. She died like 19 hours ago.
When did her mother die? When did her mother die?
Lisa Marie Presley.
Right.
Or was it her?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the mother.
I think her mother died. One of them died a while ago. I think Clint is thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
Because I know they were showing a press conference with her doing the red carpet and all that. And they were saying that she had passed or something like that.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you know what? I have to check. Let me look right here and see. Since I got Wikipedia up right now, I can take a look at it. But you know what? Also, for those watching, you know what? Let me see right here.
Yeah, she died January 2023.
Who's that? Lisa? Her mother?
Yeah. No, Lisa Marie Presley.
Oh, so maybe they just found out how she died.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was
the
more interesting thing about this whole story was how she died. They said she had like 30 feet of her intestines, her small intestines.
Mm-hmm.
They said was died. So apparently it was cloggage from. She got a surgery, and a lot of people get this surgery. The gastric bypass.
Mm-hmm.
The gastric bypass surgery. And they saying that she had a lot of scars, and those scars are what apparently was like 30 feet worth of small intestines were dead because it was blockage due to that scarring. So that's what I thought was interesting. I thought she just passed. I didn't realize this was like another incident where it took them 6 months to figure out. You know what I mean? Like what
I think
happened.
a lot of people thought she was on drugs because the day she went to the premiere, she was just like basically out of it. But she could have been on medication.
Well, they said she was on drugs. And it's possible because you're doing that pop life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You pop a lot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's sad. It's unfortunate, but the thing I wanted to the takeaway I wanted to say here is for women, young women, I guess all women, but especially younger women. I mean, this weight gain, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people out here nowadays that are taking like a lot of shortcuts to try to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
And something someone brought up was the Ozempic.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Ozempic is like a new buzzword drug for losing weight.
Yes, for diabetes, but it's now a big thing. The thing about it is, everybody that takes it, they say they gain back the weight, and it has a high number of side effects. But it's really meant for diabetics.
Yeah, it's a diabetic drug, but a lot of YouTubers and TikTokers are talking about how they're taking this stuff. Matter of fact, Elon Musk was saying he was taking a competitor to Ozempic, and that's how he was losing all his weight. So people out there promoting this stuff.
Well, the thing about it is that Oprah is on Ozempic. Every star, Mindy Kaling, I don't think you would know who that was, but a lot of them are on Ozempic.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
But they
how am I
have the
supposed to tell
best.
my kids not to get on Ozempic when Oprah's out here on it?
But they have the best medical doctors. They have round-the-clock chefs. Yeah, I'm just saying they have people who monitor their well-being. The typical person in the street, and it's very expensive.
Clint, you're not taking Ozempic, are you?
Hell no.
Nah, you're not.
Clint doesn't need Ozempic.
Checking, man. I'm just checking. You know what I mean? I gotta check out.
I'm not doing none of that. Ozempic, Cialis, Prozac, none of that.
Whoa, Cialis. Damn, bro.
It's out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Clint is trying to stay alive, not
That's
dead.
right.
He's
Too
trying
many
to stay
side
alive.
effects.
You
There's
know
too
what?
many side effects.
Right.
I tried the Cialis. I ain't gonna lie. I tried it. I still got a bunch of it actually because I hadn't been using it. But yeah, I did get it. But I think there's a reason for that. I haven't used it in a while. I don't think I used it since I met Jenny J.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry, people. My bad. My bad.
All I'm saying is, that's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. So the thing is don't be in a rush to lose weight if you are overweight. You know what I mean? I'm on my regimen right now. Matter of fact, your boy Beatbox, he's got his brand new Fitbit Charge 5 on right now. So I went out today by myself, walking the trail, power walking, getting my heart rate up, trying to lose some weight. I'm not gonna tell you what my weight is, but I'm looking to drop maybe 15. Not for the summer, but this is part of my lifestyle because I'm used to being a particular weight and I'm over that. I joke with Jenny ever since I met her. It's been gone. The weight has just gone out of control. You know what I mean? It's kind of like I'm a little too comfortable.
You're living the good life.
I'm a little too comfortable. So, I'm like, hey, Jenny, the market's about to go back up. I need to lose some weight. You know what I mean? Just, my money's about to be up, right? You know what I mean?
Your value is about to be up.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the topic tonight. Will your man leave you if he becomes successful? So if I become successful, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, is it a thing? Am I gonna just is there gonna be something on my shoulder, on my right shoulder, and something on my left shoulder, one leave her, another one's no, keep her. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We're gonna talk about it tonight, and we're gonna see if you guys agree that that's what happens, because some people seem to think that that's what a man is gonna do the moment they become successful. On last week's show, Lynnette was saying, she was with a man, they were making $17 an hour. Jenny J was saying, she was also with her ex-husband, and he wasn't making a lot of money. And the moment they both made money, it appears that they decided they wanted to go find some younger twin, right?
Right.
Now, I'm not going to show the video, but I did show a video. All right, and in that video, they were talking about how a woman values the age of 21 to 23. That's their peak in life, but a man's peak is 37 to 36 to 39.
Right. I think it's their market value. So not necessarily your sexual peak, but your market value. How the rest of society sees you as the people wanting you. Women want men when they get to 36, and men want women when they are between about 21 to about I think they said 26. I think it was 26.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and what they were saying is it's because women like stability. They like a man with status. Someone that could provide security for them. So, a lot of times what they're saying is a man, he's normally grinding all the way up to, around the age of 30, the mid-30s. Then he gets the opportunity to become that man that every woman desires. Versus women, they become 22, you know what I'm saying? Their bodies are, just fresh skin, everything is in place, you know what I mean? Even the girls that are 40 and big or 30 and big, the ones that are you're ooh, that's too much, girl. It's back when they were 23 though, they were what we would call, thick. You know what I'm saying? And the 18, 19-year-olds, they love some thick girls. You know what I mean? So when you get older though, you're oh, you know what that's gonna look like when they get older. So you're you know what I'm saying? Then you start looking for
sometimes it switches up now, because I went to school with some really big girls, and now I see them and they have trimmed down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The
Ozempic works.
Whatever was working for them, I don't know. I didn't ask, but
Right.
They definitely have trimmed down.
That's good for them though, man. Healthy living, man. It's a lifestyle. It can't be something that you just want to say, hey, because a lot of people that do this gastric, the gastro bypass, what have you, A lot of them they don't absorb or they don't embrace the lifestyle that goes with it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's the reason why they end up gaining that weight back and have
Yep.
other complications because
Exactly.
it's just done too easy for them. Which is the reason why
Exactly.
I wouldn't do a pill because you know what I'm saying, like if I did a pill, I'm just afraid I'm gonna hurt my body in some type of way. You know what I mean? Because I'm
Absolutely.
like,
If there's other ways you can do it naturally, that's the best way to do it.
man, I'm gonna tell you what. Workout, my bench set just got here, so now I got my bench set back. You know what I mean? Because I'm a big, I need to get my pecs right. You know what I mean? Like those man boobs, man. That's not your boy. He box don't roll like that.
Yeah.
So, I just try to do it, the normal, healthy way, and
Right.
yeah. So that's how I'll be gonna do that.
Definitely.
I think some people are need medical supervision based on how their health and how big they are and their mindset. And I think you've said it that you have this type of mindset that once you put your mind to something, it happens. But some people, it's not that way.
Right. Some people don't. They need babying.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honestly, you need baby. You need somebody to hold your hand all the way through.
Right.
And if somebody's not holding your hand for that 1 second, now you're ready to give up.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Hey, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with
Right.
that.
Find the
I don't
support.
know,
Find
man.
the support. Find the support.
And self-sufficiency is a big thing with me.
Right.
Me too. Me
So,
too.
If you're not making an effort to do it on your own, why should anybody else try to do anything?
Yeah, but you need somebody there, kind of like in your corner, to kind of like boost you up and give you some
I don't need
confidence.
to hold
Like
your hand.
everybody's
I don't
not
need to hold
confident
your
though.
hand.
Yeah, everybody's not confident. You know what I mean?
Well, that is true.
Yeah.
That is true. They're
So
not
you
confident.
seem like a confident man. So
Yeah,
God's bless you.
Fear is not on this earth. That's all I can say. Fear is not on earth.
Right.
So getting back to the topic though, will your man leave you if you become successful? I just want everyone to listen to something, to someone that was dear to all of us. All right.
Oh my gosh, your favorite guy.
Man marries a woman and she gets older, will he keep her? Yes, because men are good people. Men are good people, and we keep each other. We keep women. We don't treat women like y'all would treat us. See, if a woman had a man and her value increased later in life and his decreased, women would get rid of the men. But see, we're good people. I know they're gonna get mad at me on that one.
Oh, my man. There he is. There he goes. What do you think about that, Jenny J? Huh?
So
Who's this
so
dude?
I'm
What do you think
gonna
about that? That's Kevin Samuels, man.
Kevin Samuels.
That's Kevin Samuels right
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
there. Men are
Yeah.
good people. He's saying, look, when we get our money, we not gonna just when women get their money, they're gonna be like, oh, he ain't good enough. I'm doing too much. Oh, you need to do better. They saying, men, we not gonna do that because we good people. Okay? That was my whole premise for doing this entire show. Okay? So I found the clip, you know what I'm saying, that agreed with exactly what I was thinking. It's what you were thinking, right, Clint? We good people.
Yeah,
We're not
we
gonna
are.
just leave you like that. We're not gonna
I-
leave you hanging out there like that. We
I
wouldn't.
know
We
some
would
of the
not
toughest
do
dudes
that.
that got big hearts.
Exactly.
Got big hearts.
We big-hearted men. All right. So men, we just not gonna do that. Jenny J seems to think that the moment a man goes from $17 an hour to $50 an hour, he's gonna just go, oh, I want the 23-year-old.
No.
So,
No, I'll tell you that I don't know how this come about, but I saw this show today where this dude won this money, and this girl said, "Yeah, man, we won this money." He looked at her like, "We? I just won this money." And that's a brother. I just won this money. He leaves, old girl, and he's out there doing his thing, and realized it was all right there. But yeah, men
Yeah.
might do that. They
so
might.
so you're saying men, they have a moment of insanity once they get the money,
Yeah.
especially if they've never had it and was
Right.
unexpected.
So they just want to go out there and do the king thing, soil their raw oats, and then come on back home after the fact.
Well, the door is closed.
Yeah, sometimes. But sometimes if my pocket's full, it'll open.
Yeah, yeah. I think a lot of people
Yes.
believe if their pocket is full, it will
Yeah, if your
open.
pocket's full enough, it'll open.
Open.
It'll open. You
Okay.
won't even need a key.
Okay. So the premise that I have is that when a man, I'm going to probably go biblical on this. So in the Bible, Adam um, is given a garden. He's given a job. He's wealthy. He got money for days. Okay? And then he gets a wife. And so my premise is when a man is financially at a certain level and then his finances change, his perspective change. And so I'm going to say that a lot of men probably need, that's why they say when men get to 36, that's when you're more valuable, because women might realize that men become much, much more centered and focused and is able to choose what they actually want when they have acquired whatever they need to acquire financially. So what I'm saying is if you get a guy, and if you talk to most of you all, you're going to say women will always choose the guy with most money. But there are a few of us who don't. We choose the guy who we like, right? And once we do that, he's choosing you because that's as much as he thinks he can get. And as Clint said, he might go out there and still realize that he couldn't get any more, but he has to go out there and find out, right? Because he's never had so much attention from women. Because you just said either you're a handsome guy, so you probably get the attention, like you probably got a lot of attention, or you are a guy with money and you get a lot of attention. So he needs to go get his attention. And so that's my premise, that so I guess it should not be like this, whole me saying every single man will leave their woman. I will say that a man who did not find his purpose before he found a partner will stray.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I almost agree with that. Almost.
Oh, you almost
Okay.
agree with that, Clint?
Almost.
Okay.
Because, again, it's far and few. But there'll be a few brothers that won't go. They won't stray. They'll stay
Exactly.
straightforward.
Exactly.
They'll stay straightforward, you know?
Exactly.
You know? Because
That's
that's
what I said.
most of the time when people are staying straightforward, they already know people are already looking for you to go to the right.
Right.
Or there's something going on. There's something that they're not getting.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's something that they're not getting. And, there's something else I wanted to show y'all. And see what you think about this, Clint. Because, I just want to see, like, if this is something that somebody that you might have known. You know what I mean? Like, because I think a lot of people, could be potentially like this, to where it's like,
Yeah.
when they don't have anything, they're one particular way. But then the moment they get something, then they decide that, they want to change up, right? So like this right here, watch this.
Listen, baby, I don't like asking you for money, but my phone bill's due. So I was just wondering if I could borrow a couple dollars to help pay it. Is that cool? So if you a man,
That's before he got
and
rich.
you allowing your woman to work, to have a job, your woman has a job, you're allowing her to work?
It's after he got rich.
Come on now, you got to pay her bills. You better pay everything. She shouldn't have to spend a dime. If she does, you're not a man. You're not a real man. You a sucker. You a little boy. If your girl is paying anything, you a sucker. You not a man.
So,
Oh.
so hold on. Did anybody catch that? So what was happening here is that before he got rich, he was like, "Yo, baby, I need to borrow a couple dollars." You know what I'm saying? He was like, he was cool with that, right? But then he was like, after he got some money, he was like, telling everybody else, like, look, if your girl gotta pay 50-50, you do that, you a sucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think some dudes out there like that? Because some of these dudes be out here talking real reckless. You know what I mean? Like, every man out there is running around here doing 100% when that's just not the case. You know what I mean? And at some point, I could look at them and I could tell that they, you know what I mean? Like, they weren't living like that, you know what I'm saying, early in life. You know what I mean? That's why they so aggressive right now, is because they finally got it. Like, you could tell someone that had a chip on their shoulder and now they getting it off. You know what I mean? Because the dudes that got the chips on their shoulder, they normally the ones that never, they just is brand new to them. You know what I mean? Like, the laid back ones are the ones that generally had it and they've been had it, so it's not even like a new thing. You know what I mean? So what do you think about that, Clint? You think there's some dudes out there like that running around here talking reckless now that they made a little bit of money and stuff?
Oh,
talking
absolutely.
down to people like me and you? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, it's a long old thing. They flexing. That's all. They just got a little bit of money. Now you flexing. You wasn't talking like that when you was only doing 25 an hour. You know. Now you got a little bit. Now you got a little bulge. I ain't gonna say it's big. It's just a little bulge in your pocket. Now you think you all that. So now you flexing and running your mouth. That's how it go. You know. And you know, but it starts off that way, but doesn't end that way.
Yeah, exactly, right? Because you're not going to stay on top forever. You're not going to stay on top forever. So I don't understand why, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
No. When you're on top, enjoy it, but be humble.
And Jay,
But also, I think it brings like it's a way to, because women tend to like married men. Okay, other women tend to like married men.
Why do you think that is?
Because we're looking for providers, and if you can profess that you're a provider, we are definitely gonna come your way. And we look at a guy seeing a woman with that guy and saying there is something about him that is good while she's with him. And then if they realize that she is a little bit higher than him, or he is not exactly the material, they're still wondering, why is she with him? So is it physical? Is it financial? Is he attentive? So a lot of women need to find that out. And I mean, some women will definitely step into that relationship. And I think a lot of men who have money or come into money realize that they can get side chicks by saying stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? Because all you gotta be like, I take care of my woman 100%. Every woman, all of a sudden, everybody is accepting side chick applications. You know.
Sometimes they don't know they side chick though.
No, sometimes they don't know.
Sometimes they just really off their rocker. You
right.
Know? All you gotta do is put it together, and you can realize you are the side chick.
Right. If he needs to answer you at a certain time, you're the side chick. If he can't stay out at night, right? If he gotta go home, you're the side chick. Right?
I got one better. If he's paying the rent where your child lives at, you're the side chick.
You're
the side chick. In case you didn't know, you the side chick.
Right.
He ain't living with mama. He's living over there.
Right. Oh my gosh. If his bed has glitter on it, and it has like a silky sheet, if he has silky curtains.
Oh my God, he married. That's what she gonna say.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad you're telling everybody that trick. Don't do it, fellas. Don't do it.
Make sure you check. Well, that's not true, because Beats bedhead it's all masculine, very masculine. So you can't check it like that. But just look around. If it's feminine.
She means she done left every single piece of feminine product that she can find in my bathroom, under the bed, in between the sheets. You know what I'm saying? I got
somewhere
stuff behind my pillows.
Right.
Sometimes that's a plant. That's
hair beads.
It's a plant.
It's a plant.
And then she will leave me a gift as well.
It's a gift,
right?
Huh?
So we both leaving each other gifts. Okay.
Okay. Well, you know what? I got a little cheat for you, to JJ. All right,
Right.
I'm gonna play this cheat for you, and I think this might be somewhere
Oh,
along
this
your
is my
line.
favorite girl. She's actually Jamaican, but she doesn't
Here's
sound
why
like.
some men leave their long-standing girlfriend when they finally become successful. So let's say, for example, a young lady gets with a guy, he doesn't have anything, and she buys into the idea of, I'll go 50-50 until you can finally take care of everything, or I'll pay everything while you're in school or while you're working on your business, or whatever. Now, most of the time, the guy never really becomes successful, but let's assume in this case that he does become successful. Next thing we know, he's out here leaving her and trading up for his dream girl. Why does that happen? And it really hurts a lot because honestly, the minute you agreed to pay any of those bills, you devalued yourself in his eyes. He lost respect for you. We were taught, particularly in the black community, that if we just hold a guy down, if we ride or die, if we suffer first, down at the end of this really, really long road, there was some pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And we all know that's just a myth, right? That doesn't actually happen. So you come this far with him and you don't understand why he's leaving you to go get his dream girl. Aren't you his dream girl? Well, think of it his way. If he pulled a baddie like you, if he got a 10 out of 10, if he got intelligence, dedication, hard work, loving, all of the things combined when he was broke, what can he get now that he's successful? He's instantly out there thinking about what I can do. A lot of men, when they come into money, think about now, what's the kind of woman I can get? Be the girl from the beginning that understands her value and understands that a man needs to provide for the lady in his life. He will respect you more in the end. So the lie that we were told, the adverse is actually true. The higher your standards are in the beginning, the more reward you will get, not the other way around. Not when you lower your standards and accept anything does he then magically just feel all of this appreciation for you. He actually will probably end up resenting you in the end. He'll
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Been
All
there,
right.
done that.
You been there, done that?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that, Clint? Is there any truth to that? Is there any truth to that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but yes,
Mm.
there's some truth to it.
See,
There's
Jenny,
some.
I come bringing gifts. I give gifts. Okay, okay. All
I,
right.
I like what she said though. When you lower yourself, you lower your standards. You're not looking to get something big because you don't lower it. So if you keep them high, your goal is this. So you're trying to reach that. So the more you'll get. But if your goal is here, what you gonna get? That's all I hear
And
what she's
then
saying.
and then men say that we want too much and we're only looking for the guys that are already established and we're gold diggers.
Well, I don't say that. I say you're looking for the men that are established. Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that doesn't make you a gold digger. That just
Right.
means that you want somebody that's about something. Like, you don't want
Right.
to be dragged down. Like, nobody wants to be. I would hope nobody wants to be dragged down. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Ah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Right. But statistically, she married a white guy. So she's talking, but she married a white guy. So what I'm saying, statistically, in the black community, if you and Lynette said it last week that she was looking for somebody who was who had certain cultural norms similar to hers, right? And so if she did get somebody who had the financial status, the cultural norms would be lacking. So then you gotta say, do you want to go to NASCAR every Sunday? Do you want to go fishing? Because when I was dating, those are some of the things. You had people who told me that I could quit my job and go camping with them in a camper. You had people who told me they lived in the hills and they have a 2 bedroom, 6, 7, 8 bedroom, or how many they had a mansion. But once I spoke to them, I realized that there is no way your grandma gonna like me. You see what I'm saying? So these are some of the things that I think that when she's saying lower your standards, maybe her in-laws like her, because you do have some people who are progressive and open-minded, but you're not, when you're marrying, when you get with somebody, their family becomes your family. And so
Right.
if the cultural norms are different, and the perspective of, who you are, you might have to go through a lot of insults in the relationship. And do you really want to live long term like that? A lot of black men do that, and they marry white women. And majority, in fact, there is a statistic that shows that a lot of black men end up divorcing their white wives, and so they're making white women single mothers in higher numbers than they're making black women. And I think it comes down to the that cultural compatibility. And in the end, they're having a hard time, after the initial stage of, oh, this is so exciting, a new person. It comes down to, what do we have in common?
Okay. Well, hey, if you're just joining us here, there's a link in the description that I dropped. If you want to join the show live tonight, special for the listeners, we allow you to come up and talk to us live if you got an opinion about this. But Clint, it sounded like you want to jump in there before I hop into this next little skit. I let Jenny get hers off. I gave her a treat. You agreed with it and everything. Now I got to bring in another perspective. All right, so I'll let you, chime in here and say what you need to say.
Just real quick, the cultural differences. You knew that from the start. So if you're not going in with your mind open on both sides, then there's no need to go ahead and go through all that, the name bashing and being disappointed, because you already knew from the start. If you're not going to be open-minded, you and your partner, about things, or have a little understanding about their culture as well as yours, then it's a dead issue.
Yeah.
It's a dead issue.
Yeah. I think some people are shocked by the extended family's opinions. That's what I think they're shocked by, especially in the modern day. Some people still think in the past of who you are as a black person.
Extended family opinions, huh?
Right.
So then, tell me this, Jenny. What do you think about this right here?
Whenever you have a kind, caring, and respectful husband, there are three things you shouldn't have to worry about. One, support and encouragement. Always support him in his dreams and his aspirations. Let him know, baby, when you fall, I am here to catch you up and back up your words. Always be there for him because he's there for you. Two, food. Make sure the man gets him food when he come home from work. He might work hard to take care of you and his family. And in the morning when you pack the kids them lunch, if you don't have no kids, get up in the morning and pack some lunch for him and leave a nice sticky note in the lunch bag, make him know, baby, I'm gonna do some nasty things to you later. Him feel good and him read them things there, or drop him a text. 3, most importantly, sex. Do not withhold sex from him, because when Jane lock, Mary open. So now lock no shop. The same energy we used to get him, we give him 3-4 times a day. Keep it up. Keep it up. Drop it like open. It's hot all the time. Make him cry Cree.
So Cree actually means time out. So he has to say time out.
Oh, okay. You see? Now. So here's the point I was trying to make, okay? Which was so eloquently stated. You know what I'm saying? By my friend there. Is, I think the topic is, will your man leave you if he becomes successful? She just laid down 3 good things. And, my thought about this whole thing is that a man will leave when he doesn't feel like he's being supported. And unfortunately, if this man is in the lead, he might want you to cook. So you might need to go find out, how to cook what he likes. You know what I'm saying? He might like to have sex. He might be into you. So if he's into you, like she said, Cream, keep it open, baby. Keep it open. Keep it open. All right? But, and then I forget the third one that she said. Can anybody help me out with the second? There was the second.
She said write him a note or be his biggest supporter.
Yeah, be his biggest supporter. And that's the main thing that a man is really looking for, is a cheerleader for who he is. That's going to boost our ego. That's going to keep us around. You know what I mean? Because the world is full of people that doubting you. You know what I mean? So for me in my personal situation, like, I'm good with all that. You know what I mean? So when Jenny's thinking that, oh, your crypto's going to come in like we talked about earlier in the show, and I'm just going to bounce. Nah, I'm not going to do that, because all my needs are being taken care of.
I'm
You see
glad
what
to
I'm
know
saying?
that.
So this goes for any woman that's out there right now listening, and if you're taking care of your man's needs, he ain't going nowhere. When he makes that extra money, you want to know what he's gonna do? He's gonna try to figure out how he can get y'all in different situations. You know what I'm saying? Making more money or going some places, looking at more exotic places. So long as those needs are being met. But if you put it in his mind that he can do better, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're somehow hampering him, yeah, he might want to run out there and start looking for a different situation. If you're painting his side, he might want to go out there and start looking for a different situation. There was a TikTok that I was looking at earlier that said, you know, a lot of women think because they do stuff for a man that he's just going to stick around. The thing is are you doing the things that he wants you to do? Pay attention to your man, okay? Just because you're doing stuff for him, or you know, if he likes to cook, and you're in the kitchen all the time, you standing in the way. If he likes to wash dishes, but you're washing dishes all the time, you're standing in the way. You know what I'm saying? If he likes to watch TV in silence, and you're sitting there gabbering off his ear, you're standing in the way. All right? So pay attention to your man, the things that he likes. If he likes sports and you hate him, so every time he runs in there to watch sports, you're going to think of something to do. Honey, go do this and that to take him away from what he loves. You're standing in the way. Okay? That's how men begin to hate women, and that's how they go looking for other people that, you know what I'm saying, is going to be more of a match for them and it's going to be less of a complication because, generally speaking, their job is going to be tough enough. They don't want to have another job when they come home, too. And that's just, you know, that what do we think? Is that fair, Clint? Is that fair?
Absolutely. You have to let the man be the man. Just let him be him. Accept him for who he is, what he likes, what he doesn't like. And he's going to do the same for you. And in the end, everything is going to flow like water. Because you're letting him do what he wants to do. If he wants to sit and watch the game in silence and don't want to hear all that jibber jabbing, that's what you should let him do. All right, baby, while you doing that, I'm going to go do this. Or I'm going to go out. Or whatever whatever it is. You know, but you have to allow him to be him. And if you're not going to allow him to be him, then yeah, eventually he's going to find other avenues to travel down.
And you know what? It's interesting that you say that because I want to just show this little clip right here, which is another good one for the listeners.
As a woman who makes seven figures, like my money does not retain my relationship, like my ability to.
There you go.
If he gets home at 6 a.m., me making breakfast when he gets home is what's retaining my relationship. It's never been my ability to. I'm a Forbes lister, top of my game, but that doesn't retain my relationship. Me cooking from scratch 3 times a day retains my relationship and retains me going on
3 times a day?
Yes, from scratch. I was on Food Network, but like me being able to cook, me being able to upkeep our home and like putting labels on everything, doing weirdo organizing shit is what's retaining my relationship.
It's not weird, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's what's
See
up.
what I'm saying?
It's the little
See what I'm
things.
saying?
Even though it's a big thing cooking, don't get it wrong, it's still a little thing that means more than 7 figures, 6 figures. You know what I mean?
What do you think about that, Jenny? Are you in that bucket right there with her?
So here's what I'm saying. A lot of times a man will find that he gets a whole different woman if he meets her needs. So I think a lot of times you can have a woman and one man will say, oh, she's a witch, and the next man will say she's the best thing that ever happened to me. It depends on what you do to meet her needs. If you're available emotionally, you will find that she's available for everything, for the sex, for the boosting, for the meals, if you want them, if you're not the cook, but she's available for everything because you're present. Men are not taught to deal with their emotions, so when something tough happens, they deal with it, they get angry, and that's the only emotion they show, right? Men need to vary the emotions, right? And they have to be able to go to certain places emotionally with a woman. And that's we want a connection. If you can create a connection, you'll be saying, please stop, no more sex. Okay? You'll be saying that. You'll be saying, I have a headache. I promise you will.
So let me ask you this though, and this goes for either of you. When you think a man actually does become successful, do you think that changes the dynamic of the relationship? Like, you know, is there a time you think that he now thinks, well, I'm the influencer, and you know, like what I say needs to go, or
Yes.
I
Yes.
need to, you know, I need to go out. We need to have this party. I need to go out and meet these particular people. So you think that's a thing, Jenny?
I think the dynamic, I think when you get with a man who is, who might be financially make less than you, or he needs to do stuff like go to school to get to that level. I think the dynamic changed. So you were, this is what we buy, this is where we go, we have so much money, you know, you call the shots as the woman. And I think a typical man wants, like, he feels that he's genetically ordained to call the shots. And that might be a reason why he leaves too, because he wants to be with a woman that he calls the shots with.
So Clint, do you think I mean, like, when you start making money, Clint, do you really think that that's going to change your dynamic? Do you think that you're going to be like, oh, I need to call the shots now because, you know, I'm the man in charge. I'm HN9C, I guess.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what I was taught. So if you got somebody that you're together on and you're doing things, and you all of a sudden you come up 7 figures 10 times, why should things change?
Well, one of the things that I think you always say to me is, you say we're gonna make a decision as a couple.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Because you're a team.
Right. And so if that is the case, then it might be where he doesn't feel like there's a dysfunction. But sometimes when he's severely financially deficient, he comes in. He might come in to live with you. Okay? It's your house. He might you might need to go to work while he goes to school.
Mm-hmm.
You are paying the bills. So you've called the shots. Like, for the 4 years he's trying to get a degree, you're calling the shots. Right? So that might create a discrepancy. You know what I'm saying? It creates like a...
I mean, but do you think that there's a fear or insecurity that the other person has? So if they see their man becoming successful, whether you're a man or a woman, do you think that you're like, oh, this person is getting all this attention and making all this money, they're gonna eventually leave me? I mean, don't you think that? I mean, or do you think that that could potentially just be like something that's insecurity inside yourself?
Well, I think there's insecurity in everything you do, and I think when it comes to feelings are like they come and they go. So you're always trying to monitor your partner's feelings. Mm-hmm. And the less attention he shows you, and the more likely distracted he is, and the more he goes out, you start gauging those behaviors as disinterest. You see what I'm saying? Is it insecurity? Maybe. Is it real in your mind? It might be real, because he's not bringing the same energy that he used to.
So Clint,
that's
what do you
because
think
he's
about
growing.
Okay.
He's growing and she's not.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's
and
growing.
That's kind of like,
he's growing, and maybe he's going home and trying to encourage her to grow with him, but she's too insecure to do that. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So now he's starting to do all these things. Yeah, that's what happens. You know, either we're gonna grow together or we're gonna grow apart. One way or the other, we're gonna grow somehow. But it's better to grow together and grow up than apart.
So do you think, so maybe we could talk about, do you think your man can handle when your woman grows exponentially and he doesn't?
well, but that's why I played the clip from Kevin Samuels.
Right.
God bless Kevin Samuels in the beginning, because like he said, Men are good men. We gonna keep you. Women, when y'all make money, y'all gonna just throw us to the side and you're gone. You're gonna go get your bodybuilder dude with his wingtips and working out in the gym and his power protein shakes. Shout out to all my protein shake guys. I hate you, but still shout out to you. And then you're gonna be like, I need this man. You know what I'm saying? And that's how y'all do. I'm sorry. That's why.
Well, also, I think there's a generation.
It's just how it is.
I think there's a generation of women, though. I think there's a generation of women prior to social media, which I am probably one of them, who we just wanted a good man. We just wanted a man because we were taught to get married. There might be a new generation of women who's like, okay, social ladder, climb. But I was taught that you get one, you become a respectable wife, you serve the Lord, and you go into heaven.
All right.
So that's what I was taught.
All right. Well, I'm thinking it's 11 o'clock, believe it or not. So that's all we got time for tonight. Is there anything that we can give the people to walk away with here? Jenny, J, Clint, any call to action?
Men, please be emotionally available if you want to engage your partner.
Well, but the show though is, will your man leave you if he actually becomes successful? What can these women do to keep their man from running off looking for other things? Because I already know mine.
I don't have a solution.
Ladies,
I do not have a solution.
Keep it open.
I don't keep it radical honesty and grow with your partner. As they grow, you grow. That's all I can tell you. Grow as
I don't have a solution. I don't have a solution.
You don't have a solution?
No, because I think that I'm going to walk away with my whole concept was that men definitely move on because they have more market value and they are seeing, it's just like if you went to the store and you could just buy a Toyota and then you went back to the store and you were able to buy a Lamborghini, you might keep the Toyota, yeah, but trust me, you're driving the Lamborghini.
I have some fun. I let them know. You women are thinking about me when I ain't have no money. Get out my face. You ain't all that. I got all that.
You want to know what? I'm going to end off with?
Because when Jane lock, Mary open. So no lock, no shut.
You love that.
When you used to get him, give him 3-4 times a day. Keep it up.
Keep it open.
Drop it like it's hot all the time.
Drop it like it's hot.
When Jane is closed, Mary is open.
I know that's right.
You shouldn't have to worry about one.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right.
Y'all be like it's hot.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. All right. So, thanks everyone for tuning in today. We appreciate you being here with us. It's Grown and Social, Friday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York time, wherever you're at in the globe. Catch us on your podcast if you couldn't catch us live tonight. Anybody want to leave some words before we tell these people that we are out of here?
Come back and see us next time. And please come into the chat and tell us your opinion because we're not right.
Yes, please. We want to hear from you. So, be safe. Keep a hedge of protection around you and your family. Just keep on coming back. We hope to see you next week.
All right. I like that. And with that, we are going to be out of here.